Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dapper D's. I'm Dippy.
I'm Dadley.
And I'm Dono, but that's all you're going to ever know. So,
And welcome back to the Dapper D's, the only show with 3 hosts and 4 skeletons between them. Don't tell anyone. What? And we are here today to bring you yet another episode.
Are you okay?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, a child moment.
Another child moment is happening.
Oh, I thought I muted myself. Give me 1 second.
No, you're all right.
No, you're good.
And welcome back to our lovely spin-off series of the Dapper D's, Saving Cats, where we are going to, in the course of about 90 minutes to 2 hours, put together, pitch, and write the beat outline, or, you know, a rough outline for a new movie for you. And this is all based on the properties and the works of the author that I already forgot the name of again.
Blake Snyder.
Blake Snyder, and his book, Saving Cats, or Save the Cat, which is all
Save the
about...
Cat, as well as a bunch of other ones. Save the Cat goes to the movies.
Yeah.
Save the Cat writes a novel, as well as a phenomenal website that has great resources for novel and script writing.
And we all, you know, I would hopefully, speaking for all of us, recommend the book, the original book, Save the Cat, if you ever want to get into screenwriting yourself, because it's full of helpful tips. And there's another book that I remember from just listening to a web series that somebody mentioned called Writing Movies for Fun and Profit, but for fun is scratched off on the cover. So it's just like writing movies for profit. It is apparently really good at telling you how to write something that will sell. Not just something you want to make, but something that will sell. And he has a globe. His little ace.
He's got the whole world in his
Ace
That one's crazy.
Grayson has the whole world in his hands.
Yeah.
So, before we get into the festivities today and tell you all about what we're going to be pitching and writing, we will thank our sponsors and partners, starting off with W.GG. Dono.
W.GG. Get your energy here. It's the perfect balance of caffeine needed in your body, so it doesn't get you all in the needle thing. Now, for those for those listening instead of watching, I just did like a whole wiggle thing in front of my face with my fingers. Just letting you know. Anyway, go to w.gg and put in code ANYPOD to be able to get 15% off any of their fantastic energy drinks. They only put 150 milligrams of caffeine in every single one of their scoops, but it's chock full of vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin B6, vitamin B3, and vitamin B12, which are all essential things needed to be able to activate your natural energy within your body and start burning that fat, baby. But also, it's great for if you just need that little kick to be able to keep going in your gaming day and to just keep the night and the vibes going heavy. Anyway, check out w.gg, use code ANYPOD to get 15% off your order and to help support this channel. Thank you, W, for sponsoring us today.
And also thank you to Stream Beats by Harris Heller, the #1 free library of DMCA-free music for streams and YouTubers. You can visit streambeats.com to download a link to every track that Harris Heller has made under his Stream Beats name and helm. Or you can listen to it all on Spotify for free, or Spotify Premium for whatever Spotify Premium costs. And if you use it on a stream, or if you use it, just all he asks is that you give him a shout, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Thank you, Harris Heller, for giving us the background music for our streaming experience today. So, I think that's most everything out of the way.
Yeah.
No other shows this week. We don't have anything on Tuesday. We don't have anything on Friday because we lined up our weeks again with our shows. So next week, you'll have another Dapper discussion with us on Monday. You'll have Crossroads hosted by Dono, and you'll have Inquisition hosted by me. And all of those episodes are going to be super duper fun. I'm excited with where Inquisition is headed. And I'm excited to see where Crossroads is headed as well. And then after that, it's October, and you know what that means.
Apples.
Yeah, but
Apple
also
Pumpkins.
yeah, but
Pumpkins.
also
More football.
yeah, but okay, it's Dapper Ween, everybody. We're doing Dapper Ween. we're doing Dapper Wayne for a 3rd year in a row. We've got some fun, spooky stuff coming up for you.
Okay.
So I have got to start looking into Apollo 47 because I'm going to run an Apollo 47 one-shot for these lovely guys.
Heck yeah.
And
We're gonna keep a spaceship going.
Yes, exactly.
Us.
A whole spaceship.
We're gonna do it.
Exactly. Oh,
Why'd you hit
We're
me
gonna
with that?
do it or die trying.
and then there will be a couple of other things, and we'll end off the month with another spooky Dapper discussion. In costumes.
We're gonna talk like this the whole time.
The whole time. Ooh.
The whole time.
So don't miss out. I was about to say don't subscribe. Don't miss out. Please
subscribe until October. No.
Yeah, don't miss out, subscribe to the channel both on Twitch and on YouTube. You can get the whole VOD. You can get the full VODs on YouTube even if we don't highlight them on Twitch, and the best ones we highlight on Twitch for your viewing pleasure. So please check those out. Also, give us a follow on our Instagram so that you know when we're streaming. That's the best way to find out how. Also, there's a link tree in the stream description that you can go check out for the merch and for the other stuff that we have. Honestly, guys,
our merch store is a fucking joke.
Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is. But it would be the funniest joke in the world would be if a bunch of people went to the link and checked it out and bought some. So
honestly,
make us laugh our asses off.
It would be a really good bit if one person bought 100 be woefully prepared of Megafauna stickers. That's a good bit.
That would be a
if
great
you are
bit.
that person. That's a good bit.
So thank you so much for your support for what's coming up. And now, gentlemen, we got a movie to write.
Yeah.
So
I came prepared today.
Oh, there you go.
So I was bored at work, so I typed up the remaining genres that we need to cover, and we rolled for a genre before stream, mostly so we could figure out a title. But the genre we got is buddy love, and you're gonna hear that and you're gonna be like cop movies, kind of. So here's the blurb from Saving Cats on buddy love. The genre in which transformation is found through someone else. Buddy love can have many different subgenres: pet love, epic love, forbidden love, professional love, yada yada. But all of them share an incomplete hero, a counterpart who is the key to completion, and a complication, i.e. a misunderstanding, a personal or ethical viewpoint, an epic event, or disapproval of society. This could be everything from The Princess Bride, Zootopia, Silence of the Lambs, any buddy cop movie you can think of, almost any Hallmark movie you could fucking think of, all buddy love vibes.
If you think about it, this is basically your relationship with why brain's not working, with Rock's character last campaign, because she was quite literally the key.
The key, yeah.
So we have I have the love, the incomplete hero, the key, the miscommunication, and what else? Was that it?
I did. Yeah, that's it.
Or did I miss something up?
No, that's.
I mean, we should probably put down characters.
I mean, the misunderstanding. Yeah.
Oh, the misunderstanding. The misunderstanding.
Well, yeah. Well, that could be understanding, communication. It's just the thing that happens that's bad.
Do you want me to type that out? The thing that happens that's bad?
It could be anything. It could be a tornado. Fucking Twisters is a buddy love movie.
Yeah, kind of is, yeah. So, with these, like, general ones, we also have to have, as always, the cat, because...
The cat that is saved.
We like to implement a cat into each thing that we do, because the name of the show is Saving Cats, so there's got to be a cat that's going to be saved.
Yeah. Just to get the wheels turning. When you hear this,
I think in general, like, we need a setting for this all to happen in, because it's not really described by any of these.
Yeah, it could be anywhere.
I'll also add a small card for side characters, and maybe one more for let's see. No, yeah, that should be good. and we can mix and match these around as we need to. So,
yeah, I did just get the gears turning. What are some that come to mind? What are your guys' favorites?
Okay.
You guys got, I mean, Hot Fuzz is like up there for me. Hot Fuzz is a big one.
I mean, any of those movies, really. Like, any of the Coronet trilogy, like the Shaun of the Dead,
Mind
Hot
Open.
Fuzz, World's End.
Mind Open.
Mind Open. Okay.
Okay. So furries are a big thing right now. What if...
This isn't going to answer the question, are you? All right.
No, he said Mind Open. Let's listen to him on this.
Okay, so you know how like there was that movie Revenge of the Nerds where it was like Star Wars people versus Trekkies, and now we got like peace and love between the two of them. What about furries versus scalies, and the romance and like the completion is that the main furry finds a scaly that completes them as a person?
I'm never opening
my terrible idea.
I'm never.
That's the right answer. I'm kidding.
The mind was open, and then
I wanted to start us out with like a really bad one, just so we know that's where the ground is. So anything from here is up. Okay.
All right. What if we have a zombie that falls in love with a living person? That sounds like a great idea for a movie.
That is a movie.
Really I like that movie. I can't lie.
Warm Bodies
is a good movie.
No, it's not a good movie, but I like the movie.
It's not a good movie, but I like it. Yeah.
It's better than some I've seen.
Oh, don't be. Yeah, it's not the worst movie ever made. You are right.
Like it's got its place there in the upper tier of
I enjoy that movie, but if I'm on a date and someone's like, my favorite movie is Warm Bodies, I'm like, you are a sociopath.
Oh God.
I like to look at dead men and hope that I bring them back to life.
Favorite buddy movies, I like. One of my favorite ones from when I was a kid was The Adventures of Milo and Otis, but then I learned the truth about that movie, and it's kind of one of those ones that you're like, we can't really do that again. We shouldn't. God, that just makes me want to watch it now. I should watch it. But Osmosis Jones feels like a really good one too.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
like, and we talked about Osmosis Jones in one of these past episodes, I think. But it just goes to show, like, it's influential. Like, it's a good buddy movie.
Honestly, Rush Hour, fucking like
Rush Hour is a good
honestly,
one. Yeah,
it's like it's so good. I'm so happy that they've made 3. I mean, 3 obviously was like thing, but like fucking, it's just been a good ride with that. Love that director. I don't know what I don't know if I'll eat those words later.
Oh Brother Where Art Thou was a pretty good one. I like that.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
Would be a top pick. If we're going into, here's something that like you can, how do I word this? A lot of people try to fit TV shows into these, and TV shows is harder because a lot of episodes can have different genres. But like House totally feels like this vibe. Like when I hear Incomplete Hero, I'm like, that's House. Like that is House. What if we just make House the movie?
Maybe not.
Holds up the hospital just to be able to like get that one last thrill.
Now, one thing that I thought, Oh Brother Where Art Thou is like a thing between 3 people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
What if you had the buddy adventure where there are 3 buddies, but one of the buddies is the thing that tears the other 2, like, is trying to tear the other 2 apart throughout the course of it, but it's like, you know, like just as an example, like a toxic friendship. That's
this sounds like a Seth Rogen comedy.
It kind of does.
What if we made Dapper D's the movie?
Now, Dadley.
Yeah.
Why would you after me laying out the concept of a toxic friendship immediately go to us? Why is that the thought process?
I'm not saying we're the toxic friendship. I'm saying that we could write a movie about a toxic friendship. And then when we release the movie, people are going to be like, they're still streaming together, and it's going to boost views. It's going to
Dono, what do you think?
No, you know how I set the floor? Okay.
That's better than furries. I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
All right. What about? All right, spitballing ideas now.
What about we set in Hawaii?
Set in Hawaii.
Okay.
We bring in an alien, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Okay.
There's an experiment. We number it, just spitball on 626. And we make it so the alien can't swim. Yeah.
Actually, good pick for like a buddy love movie though. Good pick.
That is a weirdly, yeah.
Road to El Dorado?
Enough. I love Road to El Dorado.
Oh my God, yes.
What a great movie.
What
In
if we make a live action Road to El Dorado?
Okay, guys, we gotta hop off of naming examples and we gotta come up with something here. What if there are 2 Civil War soldiers on opposite sides of the war? And they are gonna
The
help
movie
each
writes
other.
itself, my dude.
I will say your movie.
Honestly, I feel like somebody's like made it already, but
Guys, you gotta come up with something original. What if it names my movie I wrote?
Oh, can we not touch that, please?
Yeah. I will say that having just made that connection, I wouldn't be against like trying to classify the things
What if?
Well, here's the thing about 18XX. I didn't really perceive either Hank or Ed as incomplete. They both have like their backstories and what have you. If one of them is more incomplete than the other, it's Hank because Hank like finds out about, stuff.
That's why I feel like it would fit more in Golden Fleece or even Out of the Bottle. I know there's no magic, but it seems very like fate or destiny or whatever you want to call it.
There is a hint of supernatural about it. There is.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, which was not read on stream years and years ago, but we got through half of the script about 2 years ago, and we made it into an episode. Go check that episode out. I don't know why I pointed. It's not going to be anywhere on here. But when I made that episode, or when I made the script, there was a small hint of the supernatural about everything surrounding it. Like from the fact that, oh, they should have been dead and now they're both alive. What's up with that? Like, and even scientifically you could say, oh, they just missed, they got knocked unconscious, but they didn't die,
What? Okay.
All right.
So has everybody seen Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
I have. Oh,
I have not.
You haven't?
Good.
I haven't even seen the second one. I'm kind of
I was
out
gonna
of
say,
it.
I was gonna say, why don't we write Deadpool and Spider-Man? Why don't we just do our version of that?
All right.
Like we make a pitch.
All right. We need a good. I think this is lining up for a good enemies to lovers story. What sports are hot right now that we could write enemies to lovers about?
Oh, rugby.
Rugby enemies to lovers.
There is actually like a fucking already
show of hands if you know anything about rugby.
Oh, I thought
no, I mean like in like a pop, whatever.
No. He did raise his hand.
Here, actually, Grayson.
Nice.
What is your favorite movie that has 2 best friends? Like the main characters are 2 good friends. I don't know either. All right.
We're getting the.
Okay.
I don't know either.
All right.
Okay.
Toy Story.
Toy Story is a good one. Okay.
What if we did a side story of, like in the world of Toy Story? Like a completely different thing?
I'm not diving into somebody else's IP. I'll say that.
Let's not do that. Okay.
What if? All right. How about we just lock down a setting? What do we want to make a movie in? Do we want to do like a timepiece? Do we want to do something
So-
modern day? Do we want to go fantasy?
Come
Yeah.
on.
If we're gonna start here,
You're back
need
to
to take a
furries,
look
Dono.
if we're gonna
No,
start here,
now
then
I'm back to Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay.
we have to think about like what our other ones have been so far. So the first one, the setting of invincibility, not invincibility, immunity,
Invulnerable?
immunity, was just kind of like a Gotham-esque
Modern.
city, like
Yeah.
a modern city. You know, we didn't even specify a city, I don't think.
Yeah.
The second one was on in a mansion on an island. Hey Brett, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Hey, Brett.
The second one, the monsters in the house, was a mansion on an island, and
Yes.
that was really fun.
That's our
Third
best
one-
episode still.
Third
We're chasing
one
that high.
was
Thank you for the subscription.
A Christmas
Brett,
Carol?
Thank you for the subscription. Thank
Hey,
you,
thank you so
Just
much.
Brett, for subscribing.
Is Moses a like buddy love story? Like, you know, he's an
Moses?
incomplete man and then gets God and then, you know, becomes
Now,
not to get religious.
Oh my god, do Christian movies fall under this? People find God and now they're complete. Are Christian movies buddy love movies?
I wouldn't say that's a bad answer.
Tippy's like just like I
Follow
wanna
up question:
die.
are we about to write a Christian movie?
Oh God. What's the classic
Because
Ten
I
Commandments
mean, if
movie
you
from the
watch
60s?
the classic 10 Commandments movies from the 1960s,
I am-
kind of.
I
Prince
have
of Egypt.
always.
Yeah, I was about to say fucking Prince of
I
Egypt.
do
too.
say that if we do this, we've cast Snoop Dogg as God.
All right. If we're pitching Christian movies really quick, I've always had it in my brain. No, sincerely, I think this will be a good movie.
Okay.
Of like the son of a pastor that like only tolerates going to church because it's one of the churches that has a live band and he loves it, and he starts learning drums from the live band, and like slowly throughout, like it's the message of like, no, you praise God through any form of worship that you seem fit. And so he might be a metal drummer, but he can still hold his Christian values and stuff. And like, I think that'd be a good Christian movie as someone who's an atheist.
That's not a bad pitch. That's not.
It's
That's
not a bad
It's
fucking
not,
pitch.
It's not a bad pitch. I will
I don't
say.
think I don't think we're writing a Christian movie today. But
I don't think we are, because we all three of us have very different religious like views, and like I will say that like as much as I love a good Christian movie, like what are the good Fireproof is a good Christian movie. I
Antoine
liked
Fisher.
God's Not Dead was good. Like
The
even
second
if it
one
was
is not.
well,
From an
You know they're
objective
making a
viewpoint,
third
the
one,
second
right?
one is,
they
in my
are
opinion,
making
not a
a
good
third one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I personally, as like speaking as the practicing Catholic amongst the three of us, you just mentioned you were
Yes.
atheist, and Dono, you grew up religious. I don't know what your current religious set is, or if you
I don't
even
know.
want to mention
I don't
that.
really go under a sect. I just
I just always assume Dono's Nordic, and I don't question.
Nirhain.
Well, one way or
I will
another.
prove myself by dying in battle.
I see. There will be things that like if we were to even think about writing that, like something within that, it would be hard for me to write something about like unless
What
I
if we
believed
go-
it. You know,
Yeah,
What if we do an incomplete hero without his like arch nemesis, and the arch nemesis comes along and it makes the hero better?
I
Megamind.
don't know how I feel. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
No, but Megamind was like a villain searching for
Megamind
his
was
arch nemesis,
good.
and he
Yeah.
created a bigger villain than himself.
so. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll off the Nordic shit for a second, actually, because there is more
Okay.
than so. This started.
I
As,
do know a lot of North mythology.
So
and
I do
Greek.
too.
So
This started. I shit you not. This started as a Tumblr post, and it is now taught in Nordic churches. of the idea that dying in battle could like widen the array of what that battle is, of like dying of cancer, your body is battling the cancer, you're going to Valhalla, and like that kind of mentality. Suicide is a battle of depression, and you may have lost the battle, but you are ending up in Valhalla because you fought for so long.
So to continue to choose life is a battle of living, and to continue to live means that you have entered in, like you have proven yourself to not battle through, like to basically beat the battle to live to as far as you can.
The last movie that we wrote was about animals dying and going to a literal farm and having a dog go to that farm.
Yeah,
we're not
right.
writing another movie about death.
My trauma-based memory loss made me forget about that.
So all that preempt said, my pitch for the movie is this like 16-year-old girl died of cancer. Okay? She ends up in Valhalla. And it's her Valhalla, but like not correctly. Like she is lost in the Nordic outskirt woods with a warrior that's been wandering it for centuries, and they are finding Valhalla together.
What? Okay. I like it. What if we do
again? Normally, my first actual pitch is not.
Is coming of age? Is coming of age?
Yes,
like a
coming of age is its own thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Rites of passage.
I hate how much
my brain just went straight to like Nordic stuff, and then
when you finished saying it, that's because we've written so much about death. The second movie that we wrote was literally hippos going like rampaging through a mansion and killing a bunch of people.
Yes.
The fourth movie the third movie we wrote was a Christmas story.
Popular hippo, phenomenal.
Most popular hippo. Mudang. I love Mudang.
Fucking Mudang.
The fourth movie we wrote was all about dead animals.
The idea.
Jesus Christ, you two today.
So. Oh, we're going back. Yeah, sorry. I'm not even.
Dono is just talking with no regard, with a lot of plus, just zero.
I'm trying to like just get to a point where I'm like, can I come in?
I think it's also just. I think it's also that his internet might be a little worse than normal today.
Oh, is mine getting pretty bad?
I've seen you stall out a couple times,
but I have seen you. Stall
I might be like delayed on what you guys are saying, and so it's taking me a little bit.
Yeah. So. Okay. What have we not like? What do we think of? A bunch of different concepts.
Yes, Donald.
Yes.
I wanted to riff off of Dadley's thing with like the Norse, because that would be a cool thing. You don't see a lot of like modern day Norse movies, which I think is like there's teachings in it that are very good, especially when it comes to like the mental health thing. I was just thinking, what if there's like a teenager trying to come into grips not with accepting that the battle is not a physical one, but one of the mental.
Yeah.
And like realizing that their whole life that they've not been like, oh, my rage is like this, to like realize, hey, come to terms with the fact that you are living and live your best life that you can.
Yeah. So I think that's much more rite of passage and like John Green vibe.
I realized that. That's why I brought up like rite of passage, and I was just like, okay.
So,
but
all right, let's move. Dippy, what are you saying? Let's move away from death. Let's try to think of another like.
All right. Going back to Seth Rogen comedy.
Okay.
I want to write something that nobody's dying. You know.
Yeah,
and I want to step away, especially because this concept, this like genre, this fifth genre of the Save the Cats genres,
yes,
seems like it doesn't have to have anything to do with death, like period.
Okay,
except for the thing that happens that's bad. Like,
all right, here, this is, I will say, this is an old pitch. This is one I used on my TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
for a Hallmark movie,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
it is the like plucky young male intern at like marketing firm, just like golden retriever guy, happy dude, and like grumpy woman boss. All right, that's the vibe. And she is like, we have to score this client. He's our biggest client yet, and gets invited to a dinner party with him, only to find out that the client plays D&D and she knows nothing about this, and that's how she wants to have an in with the client. And the plucky young intern is a DM. He's a D&D nut. And so it's a story of her getting out of her shell, learning imagination again through tabletop games, and him learning of, hey, this is more than a little bit of a game. Like, she's experiencing something more than we're having fun at the table right now. And you can call it roll a D8 date for Christmas.
I can't believe it circled back around to Christmas.
It's a Christmas movie, sure. It doesn't have to be, but yeah, roll me a D8, a date.
This is just D&D proposal.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Wait, no.
Yeah,
Ryan
right.
Reynolds is not.
Every
All right,
movie,
you know
every
what?
movie is something of anything.
You know what? I actually like
Everything
that.
is something.
I like where this is going.
The incomplete hero would be Janet, the owner of the marketing firm. Janet.
Janet. All right. So, okay.
And then she dies in the end. No.
Fuck's sake. All right.
Oh, I was also thinking, it's like, why don't we just do like, like just board games, like having a bunch of games that they play.
Yeah,
and
like
shit hurts.
it doesn't have to be D&D specific. It could be like a whole thing about just like this woman has like never played a board game in her life, and there's
like the opening scene is her yelling at people to get out of the office after hours because a lot of the coworkers tried doing a game night in the conference room.
I can see that opening scene. I can see like you get the audio on the black while the credits or the opening credits are going, and it's like, they're like rolling the die or whatever, and like what is a good one? What's a good like office board game that
Yahtzee?
maybe
Scrabble.
Ooh.
Scrabble, they're arguing about Scrabble.
Dominance.
Like, and they're like in an advertising firm, right? So someone puts down like this really long, complicated word, and it's like, that's not a fucking word. And it's like,
it was good enough for a client to throw it on a sign.
Exactly. Okay. Boom. Here we go. We've got the
I
wheels
like
turning
this.
here.
Okay.
All right.
Out of the depression. Let's go, baby.
I almost misspelled agency. All right. An advertising agency.
Are you imitating a hot dog right now, Dadley?
I'm stretching my pack, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Advertising agency.
Be a hot dog with me.
In
Be a hot dog.
Canada.
Oh, no. You'll tip over my chair.
Oh, dear.
He's trying to be the mustard of your hot dog.
And I feel like this has to be yet again another like medium city, like Pittsburgh or something.
The last one was in
There's
Pennsylvania.
a lot of motherfuckers that are gonna get mad at that. But
No, I don't mean medium as in mid. I mean like not a big city, but it's not a small town.
Yeah.
Like
Jacksonville, Florida.
Washington
fuck
D.C.
that.
Fuck that. Why not Jacksonville, Florida?
I hate Jacksons. No, it's
Okay.
I've been burned ever
No,
since
I'm there
Andrew
with you. I've
Jackson.
never met a good one.
Let's see. What's
What's a good medium city?
what's a good medium city that's not in like a controversial market?
I mean, I just traveled to Roanoke, and I couldn't believe how
Tokyo,
city
Japan.
like it was for how tiny it was.
Okay. Do we
It could be.
do we go foreign with this? Do we go like to another country or
Okay, show of hands. Who here has been to another country? Unless you want to put it in a small town of Sicily, I can't help you much.
actually? Yeah, I was about to say maybe
What if
maybe
we
like
put
Italy.
What if? All right.
What if we did
What
like
if it's-
Sacramento, California? That is the
What if-
capital city, but it's not the one that we think of. Sorry.
Yeah.
What if we did this in Los Angeles and there's this whole B plot that everyone in the office keeps going to auditions? Like, it doesn't go anywhere, but it's constantly, we randomly just get them getting ready for another fucking audition.
That's like a TV B plot, not a movie B
That's
plot.
fair.
Yeah, that's
fair.
true.
All right. Also, one of the largest cities in the country.
Yeah.
That you picked there. Like, yeah.
What, Sacramento?
No, Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles.
Oh,
yeah.
Seattle. This feels very Seattle.
Oh yeah, I can see Seattle.
I can see Seattle. Seattle.
Seattle. Washington.
I could also see like Chicago too.
I could also see Chicago. I'm good with either.
Chicago.
I could see Chicago.
Chicago
No, I'm good
also
with Seattle.
has a beach. Okay.
Milwaukee.
Get a lot of
Milwaukee.
rainfall on it.
Wisconsin. I'm also okay with that. I'm okay with Milwaukee. Put your tongue back in your mouth. I don't like the way you're breathing in my ear. I'm gonna be honest.
Advertising agency in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sometimes I don't enjoy the way that my children breathe either. Actually, it's
What's
just
the
sometimes
name?
they're just doing that.
What is the name of the advertising agency? It's her last name. What is her?
Glenn Close. It's Smith, and Smith.
It's gotta be what is it? It's gotta be the name of the ad agency has gotta be like
Smith Squared. Smith Cubed.
Smith Cubed.
Smith, and Smith.
you guys a countdown.
Yeah, but if you like,
Oh, I figured we would just come
Start.
back during the banter.
All right,
yeah,
we're back.
That's the bit,
I think
right?
we're back. I'm pretty sure we're back.
that's my purse. I don't
The-
know you.
Okay. So
I heard-
All right,
Dude.
so we're making a movie. It's a rom-com about Janet.
about just all capital letters. Okay. Okay, so
That's like the romantic way that you say Janet.
Dippy, this
Jeanette.
is serious.
shut the fuck up.
It's that time of night, I guess. It's fucking
I
6:30.
don't know why my
where he's
internet
at.
crashed
It only
again, but it
I have
did,
no
and I'm
idea.
upset that it did.
Oh, shit.
So
Well, it's 6:30 in the
have-
middle of fucking nowhere. I don't know.
we have the setting of an advertising agency in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, named Smith
Yes.
Cubed.
But not in the box.
Yes.
I also think that maybe like
What if they're
Word-
saying it's
Word
out of the
Smith?
box marketing?
Word Smith would be
Like their
great.
tagline is out of the box marketing. So it's Smith squared or cubed,
Mhm.
but it's out. But their tagline is out of the box thinking.
I like wordsmith.
Okay,
I like wordsmith. I appreciate
fine.
it. Now.
Just
I
shoot
like
me-
wordsmith.
Just right in the.
All right. So
All right, there's
Janet
the old box. Okay, so Word
Janet
Smith
is
the
a
name of
grumpy.
this.
Yeah,
Janet
is a grumpy.
All right,
Smithums.
grumpy.
I wouldn't say.
What's her
old.
middle
She's
name?
not-
Like, okay, define old. Is this going to be like a 50-something, like a 60-something, or
Oh
younger
no!
than that?
I just said I
40-something,
just said I wouldn't say old. Like I'm thinking like 30 something.
30-something. Then
I don't know,
even
Dono.
that-
Just give her your middle name.
No, I'm good.
She's like a
Got it.
30-year-old
So
no
Stan-
nonsense.
No, no.
She's 30-year-old no not like had to like
Father.
you know we know the character. We've seen her in movies multiple times now of like I made it this far because I didn't put up with shit from men. Not gonna start doing it now.
Grumpy,
Yeah,
work-oriented, self-made
Employed.
woman,
Yeah.
Well,
mid
okay, yeah.
30s, maybe
Yeah.
early 40s.
Maybe
I would say
maybe
probably
her
like
30th
33.
birthday is coming up.
Ooh.
See,
Her
but that
30th
feels
birthday's-
like what do I want to say with that? We are mid-20s approaching 30. Like Dono is going to turn 30 next year or has already
I
turned
am
30.
30.
No, you turned 30 this year.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Thanks.
So I can't imagine like what's the word? I can't imagine somebody in our little generational sect being like this. Like I have to imagine them a little older than this. Kind
Oh,
of.
see, I feel like I've met people like this at bars my age. Like, okay, what if the idea of like maybe we'll say 40th birthday rolling around
Yeah.
is the young plucky intern is like throws her a board game birthday
Mm,
about to turn 40.
about to turn.
Look at Bo Burnham. Didn't he just turn 30?
He turned 30 for his quote unquote inside
Yeah.
special.
And that was 4 years ago.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that was wow.
Hard to believe. Oh my god.
So
Alright.
he's 38. He's about to be 40.
Maybe it
About to
could
turn-
be because I'm
Looks like
trying to
30,
imagine when
guys.
you say young intern. So the key is an
I was
intern.
thinking
Keith.
I was thinking 33.
Keith
I don't know why.
the key.
Hey, there you go. It works.
Yeah. Keith is honestly the perfect like little nerdy name.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith just loves whatever you love. You know what I mean?
Keith.
My favorite
His last name's
flavor is
Richards.
chocolate. Oh my god, so is mine. Like, is he also a Smith? It's it's her little
Well,
brother
I
that
was rolling
nepoed
through,
baby into a job.
I was rolling over like the Smith cube that we had. No.
No.
Oh, Donna's
Dadly,
internet.
you're perfect. That's so good.
What's
My
so
internet's
good?
going bad. That I love it. That's like the little brother.
Yeah. Instead of a love interest,
I
it's a
actually
little brother.
I love that idea. And so it like changed it. So it's like, hey, I've got this client that literally like is into every single board game and used to play like all the time and get mom and to do it. And I never understood it. Can you fucking help me out? And then it's like the little brother locks in the deal, and it's his way of also proving himself
Young,
to be
plucky,
able
naive.
to like be in like
Young, plucky, naive, but kind man.
I want to say he's like 29. Like, so he's not super young, but there's enough of an age gap.
Late 20s.
Yes, late 20s. So there's like a decent
someone
age
our
gap
age.
where like she's obviously in school. Thanks.
Not in school anymore, but also
I was distracted by
no,
child.
like,
Are we doing little brother or no?
Yeah, we can do.
Do we want to write a
like the
love
little brother.
story
Yeah,
or
no,
a
it can be a
family
little
story?
brother. I like the
I was
idea
honestly
that it's
getting to a
family.
point where I was just like,
yeah.
I like the idea of it being sorry, Dono. I like the idea of it being family because then like it's not like a rom-com, it's more like a it's just a straight comedy. Like it's a family comedy more than a romantic comedy. What if so Janet is like the new so Janet is like the new face of the company. She just took it over from her mother or father who got too old to be the head of the company. Like they're a retiree. So I can already see this. So I can see like Morgan Smith is like
We should probably pick a new
by a
name,
female
Smith.
or a
Now that I
male.
say it all the time.
Father figure.
I feel where it's like it depends on the actor. Like if they could, like we could get a male or female role within it, because Morgan is very like. I feel like a female or a male could not fit that role really well, and to put it like as a gender.
Parental figure.
Parental
figure. Previous head of company. And I imagine that
maybe. Can I pitch something really quick with like how the brother ends up getting in? I'm so sorry.
No,
maybe it's like, hey, you're gonna take over the company, but I need you to give your brother a job, and I need you to get him straightened out. And he's straight out, he's straight out college. He's got his marketing degree and everything like that. He's got some ideas, but like, get him on the path of what we are doing. And this is their like coming together. And maybe one of the big and this could be like the end is that they get the parent to come in on a game night.
Yeah, get your brother on the straight and narrow, and the movie is him being like, no, there's a middle ground. We can have fun while doing this too. Like,
okay, that's all. That just came to my brain. I'm like, here you
go. So with that, they're like, they were the previous head, and they're also kind of in that camp of like, you know, like no nonsense type leader wants Keith, quote, straightened out. Straightened out. She didn't. And for Janet to be the one to do it. Great. Work-oriented, self-made woman about to turn 35. What does Janet look like? And by proxy, what does the rest of the family kind of look like? Because if they're a family, they're going to look kind of similar.
I imagine them all Polish.
Polish.
I don't know.
All of the descriptors for a physical appearance of a person, and you chose Polish?
Yeah, why?
Polish,
Okay.
black hair.
Actress to play Jeanette. Aubrey Plaza.
Not Polish, but I do like Audrey Plaza.
Who?
Audrey
Audrey
Plaza.
I'm gonna look them up for the stream here.
Okay. I love it. Audrey Plaza.
I just thought like if
like,
we could
top celebrity crush.
Yeah.
Love Audrey Plaza.
I feel like she's in her 40s, so she's right there with her age. And I feel like it's a perfect
She's
little bit
in
where
her 40s? Really?
yeah, she looks great for her 40s, right?
Really?
Yeah. But like I feel like
She
it's a
just
perfect
turned
little
40.
spot where she gets because like she can show more of her serious side within the thing, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't be hard for her to transition. Like she has a love for her brother, all right, and like
Oh,
I feel
she
like
was
she
just
could.
in that movie My Old Ass. I actually
Yes,
want to watch My Old
that
Ass.
one's coming out. Yeah.
Wait, Grayson, hand me what was in the secret compartment. I didn't know that was there. Grayson just found a secret compartment on my cricket.
Whoa. What?
Okay.
Treasure. Save it for TikTok. I hear it gets 1,000 views if you hold it out for like 5.
Oh, never mind. Let's not touch
Fine.
those. Those are all knives.
Oh,
Those are all
no.
blades for the cricket. Let's
Oh,
not touch it.
God. Oh, dear.
Don't touch
Okay,
those
yeah.
either. Don't touch it. You're still touching it.
We are witnessing a murder. I'm kidding.
We're witnessing.
You want it?
I like
Okay,
that
let me
idea.
stream. I'm sorry. I'm so not used to him being in the room with me.
Conventionally attractive.
Conventionally.
Yeah.
Outstandingly.
Well, in the sense that, like, you know, not like
She's not.
there.
Did we freeze again? No. What?
What's happening?
You were talking. I was letting you talk.
Oh, I was just riffing stupid jokes. I'm sorry.
Conventionally attractive in the sense that, like, not, you know, conventionally attractive. I don't know what else to say without
No, I get what you
sounding
mean.
maybe minorly offensive. Who's the guy that plays Jake Peralta on Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
That's Andy Samberg.
Yeah, he's a little too old for it
He's a
now.
little
We
too
need
old
somebody
for-
young.
Yeah,
Chris,
I'm looking up male actors, but I just thought of the girl from Friends being like the parent, like if it was the female, Monica.
Jennifer Lawrence? Nope.
Monica could
Lawrence.
be
Jennifer
like
Anderson.
Jennifer Aniston.
male, 25 to 30.
Don't say Tom
See,
Holland.
I can't.
Do not say Tom Holland.
No,
Timothy
Tom Holland's
Chalamet.
way too young.
Don't say Timothy Chalamet either. He already has enough success. We need to give someone else some more success.
Ooh.
Young male actors.
Okay, we gotta think.
That
Harry
don't-
Styles.
I said more success, not different success.
Who's the guy that played Elvis?
Oh, him? Oh, I
Ooh,
don't remember.
hmm.
Oh God, I know who you're talking about though.
No, wait, the fucking. Oh my god, it would be like his big movie debut. The fucking older guy from Stranger Things, like the older of the kids.
Yeah,
They just released
that's
a song.
exactly who I was thinking of too.
Finn
I was like, I can't
Wolfhard?
remember.
No, Finn
He's in
Wolfhard's been in a
movies.
couple of movies.
No, it's not Wolfhard. It's not Finn.
Joe Carey.
Yeah.
Joe Carey.
Yes.
Okay, let me look up Joe
Yeah,
Carey.
he's 32. He's older than I thought too.
He could play
He can
it.
still play it,
Carey.
yeah.
Yeah.
This guy.
Carey?
Joe Carey.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see this being related to this.
Come on, big sis. Let's go play Scrabble.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was literally imagining that being a line in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, come on, big sis.
Like I so see like that intro scene of like, why are you guys here so late? Why are you being so grumpy? And he points to like one of the like somebody wrote grumpy on the scrap.
Yeah. I do like that. I
do too.
Okay.
I feel like he could be a good part.
But his whole thing is that like carefree. I mean, he's carefree.
He's a little too young.
He's carefree, but he's also like, you know, not incompetent.
Yes.
You
no,
could
he's
also
good
have
at what he does.
You could also have the actor that did Jonathan, which is Charlie Heaton.
Who?
Charlie Heaton played Jonathan Biters from Stranger Things.
This guy?
I don't know.
I
like our first pick more.
Okay, I was just throwing out another option. Just
this guy is a different. This guy is a different vibe than this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, do I
feel like oh wait, he's a little too young.
Who?
Because if we're doing like a 40-year-old, Sean Austin for like the father
Connery
or parent, but he's 53.
Sean Astin?
Yeah.
Oh, the guy from the Goonies.
Yeah, he's from the Goonies. What?
Yeah, he played in the Goonies, didn't he? Yeah, he was Mikey.
He also played in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he was Samwise Gamgee.
Bilbo. Yeah.
I could see it. I could see Sean Astin being being the parental figure in this.
Cary Elwes would also be a good one. The man from
Cary Elwes. Oh, yeah. Cary Elwes would be so great. I do not know how he looks nowadays.
I believe he's British though, but like also Sean Astin is Austin.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
He's 61, so he would be like within reasonable.
I actually want like somebody that's a little more old money. I actually kind of like Sean Astin for this a little bit better. Josh Gad has to be in this movie somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Gad?
Yeah, Josh Gad, the guy who did like Olaf, and
I can't stand that.
Also, Courtney Cox could be like the parent.
Courtney Cox. Ooh, zoom out on Sean Astin a little bit.
Why are you picking Friends?
I don't know. I like the idea just came to my mind. Also,
sorry,
this whole movie is a Friends reunion.
Who was this actor?
No.
Who was this actor?
Joe Keery.
Joe Keery, thank you.
Yes, Joe Keery. It might actually be easier to kind of write the idea through like this, and the love is obviously like board games.
This is a character-driven movie. This is basically just a series of scenes. We just need the bad thing that happens.
Yeah.
I would say the inciting incident could be like Janet bombs a pitch meeting, and as the clients are leaving that she wasn't able to land, Keith overhears them saying, "Yeah, she was just kind of a stick in the mud. Not really someone I want to work with."
Hmm.
And that puts Keith on a mission of, okay, I know how to get my sister better at this job.
Tom Selleck would absolutely be a good.
I love Tom Selleck. I'm down for Tom Selleck to be in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have Tom Selleck be the client that says she's a stick in the mud. I can so see him.
Oh my god.
He plays such the serious guy in Blue Bloods, and he's like the yeah. All right. So
I honestly would love to see him
Jeanette, after trying.
The post-credit scene is Tom Selleck giving this like massive speech to his Warhammer army.
No, yeah, like the credits roll, and then all of a sudden it's just like he's sitting at a desk or something. You can't see what's like below him or who he's sitting across from, and he just gives this really poignant speech. Well, maybe not even post credits, like that's the last scene in the movie.
Yeah,
and
you will not make it out alive.
Yeah,
but you were born and bred for this moment.
And then it zooms out, and it's just a table full of Warhammer 40k minis. That's fucking awesome. I love that. Also, I gotta put that on like a separate card. Like that's a fucking amazing like side scene for this. Hold on. I'll do a little card here. I can't move the card. Why can't I move it? There we go. The ending scene. Tom Selleck's
I'm selling.
character. What's the character's name? The client's name. What is it? Like
It has to be like a hard ass name, like
On
Hunter.
Samson?
Samson.
Ooh,
Actually,
Samson's a
Samson
good
feels
one.
like a fence, actually. Yeah.
Samson sits at a desk giving an empowering speech, and the camera zooms out to reveal a desk
he's an.
full
I could 100%.
of Warhammer.
What if his army is the orcs?
Yes.
and
then-
Tom
and then-
Selleck would be an orc army. Tom Selleck would have an orc army, I
And then
imagine.
Henry Cavill, not in the movie at all, only in this one scene, is leaning in the doorway, being like, "Are you ready yet?"
Yeah, absolutely. A desk full of
All right,
Warhammer
Samson.
40k minis.
Just so you know, I've brought my blue.
then-
I've brought my favorite team, the Salamanders,
And then
we will not give in.
Henry Cavill pops in. No, Henry Cavill just plays as Henry Cavill. Like he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just him.
Pops his head in and asks, are you ready yet? Game's about to start. Alright. I
Had to
love
come
that.
Tom Selleck. Yeah, I made spinach puffs for it.
Spinach puffs.
All right.
Okay, so the thing that
We get
happens
Joe
that's
Manganiello
bad,
to show up in the last seconds too.
I was about to say, could we not get like all of these nerdy actors in on this? Like, could we
Oh, yeah,
not get like,
100%.
could we not get like as the other workers in the ad agency,
I
just
feel like we
Travis
could,
Willingham, and just like Travis Willingham, and you know, I would
we
love
could get Brendan. We could get Brendan Lee
Yeah.
Mulligan as
get
one of the
Brendan Lee
sales
Mulligan in
reps.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a traveling sales rep, and
Yeah.
every time he's like talking about like, I had to dress up as this thing to convince them. Like, you don't have to do that, bud. He's like, yeah,
I like-
but
Honestly, if we wanted to give Brendan like a big part, I would give Brendan like, it's the male secretary to Tom Selleck.
yes, right away, sir.
It's like, yeah.
Yes, sir, right away,
So
sir.
Samson, just want like you can just imagine him like giving him the bad news. Like, he just wants to let you know he needs some time. Don't
Yeah.
take it too serious. Like it does this all the time. We have a little gig here in town that we're gonna be here for 3 days. Find out it's Comic-Con.
Client
Well, no, that could also be the way in of
client that the
like
ad
actually, yeah.
agency-
Samson's intern plays D&D with Keith or whatever board
Yeah.
game, like does board games nights with Keith.
Mhm.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Client that the ad agency wants to sign with.
Where's the cat? What's the cat?
I was about to say,
So
I think
I've
it's just a
actually-
cat wandering around the office. Like,
Oh,
Well, I was
okay.
gonna say I've been thinking about like Keith's conversation with Janet of they didn't take you because you're a stick in the mud. Could be over lunch. They're walking to lunch. There is a cat on the side of the road, and Janet's like, "Oh, the city's full of these stray cats." And Keith just picks the cat right up. He's like, "Yeah, but like, there's nothing wrong with giving it a little food and whatnot." And Janet's kind of rolling her eyes and chuckling though. Like you see that she has a soft spot, even though she's like, "Ugh, I don't know why you handle these dirty
Oh,
pigs."
dude, I would love that for like the beginning of it. It's like, oh, I've been looking for a cat for the new apartment.
Yes. Just
They just
takes a
have, like,
stray
the-
cat.
And like
Straight
one of
cat
the
that-
places
This
where
one's
they
my
like
cat.
have talks, like so outside of the office, they have talks at like Keith's place, and you just see the cat walking around everywhere a little bit. And as the story goes, maybe Janet becomes more softer and softer to the cat itself.
Yeah.
like the cat's well-being improves as Janet's well-being improves.
It has to
Yes.
be. It has to have it has to be a cat with a mustache.
Oh, I know.
Like it has to be a mustache cat.
Pushes
It has to be
aside at
named
first.
by a lesbian.
They what?
Lesbians name their
Rosie
cats like
O'Donnell?
pamphlets and stuff like that. It's great.
Bring the cat to
So
office.
I pitched a name for a cat to my wife because we're currently helping out on a rescue right now, and I'm just like, why not like Scrunchy? And she's like, that's a terrible name for a cat. It's like, no, it's not. Scrunchy's a great name. Back me up, chat. You know, Scrunchy's a great fucking name.
And its health improves as Janet improves at her social skills. Because that's what this whole thing is, really. I mean,
Yeah.
incomplete.
Is her learning to be more of a people person.
Learning to be a people person, or to be more casual and social in her work. And Keith's key is obviously that he teaching Janet. I changed it to Jeanette, like Janette, like
Okay.
but like I don't know.
Okay.
Janet. Teaching Janet to teaching Janet to be more social.
It's like a tick now.
Teaching Janet to be more social by teaching her how to play board games / role-playing games. Because that's got to be a part of it. Like, role-playing game, the teaching aspect of this is that role-playing games help her to interact in character and how she can take in character to out of character with her own, you know.
Yeah.
Like
I think it would be fun if we like did a cut scene where they're, I don't know, like part of the movie is animated and or in some kind of way where it's not like, or we do the shitty live action version of like if there are the RPG scenes where they're role playing.
Like
no, I
like
can
it's just
absolutely
them in their like shitty character.
No, I can absolutely imagine like an animated version of like Janet creates a character and an animated version of that character, like cutting back and forth so the clarity is between. Okay, wait. Yeah.
Wait. Who remembers Lizzie McGuire TV show?
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
She had the little animated her that would pop up during live action moments. I so see like we do an animated scene of this is their D&D adventure. And then she's in a board meeting and somebody cracks a joke that she doesn't know how to respond to. And then there's her animated D&D character in her ear. Yes.
Like maybe she used to love board games back with like her little brother. Like
no, but that feels like a trauma incident. It feels like something bad happened with board games and she stayed away.
It was college. Like she had to go into marketing and pay attention and like do that whole thing.
Okay, so
and
we
probably like she probably took on like a lot of the pressure of the parent. Because she's like she's the oldest.
What's the intern's name? The other Samson's intern, Bill.
Yeah. Oh, I said Phil, but Bill works too. Phil.
You got a family, Phil?
I can just hear Brennan Lee Mulligan's voice being like, Phil?
Samson's intern.
I feel
who plays.
There's gonna be moments where like he literally
with Keith.
Phil?
And
Keith
puts a foot in the door for Word Smith.
Oh my gosh.
Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah.
What if like part of the movie is at like a like comic book store And Jeanette has to go to the comic book store. And it's like, why does it smell like feet in this place?
Oh god, yeah, calling out the fucking smell. I can absolutely see that.
And then instantly Keith is just like, we don't talk about that part.
Who's
and
the,
then just walk forward.
Who's that that actress? Anjali? Who the Indian actress who played in who was a guest on Critical Role? She oh god, I forget her name. No.
Was she in the
Kelly Hu or Arika Aishi?
It's not either of them.
Because I like Arika. I love Arika.
Are you talking about Abria Ironguard?
No, I mean, not talking about her either, although I do love her. She's great.
I've been keeping up with Critical Role, honestly, and I really should
I literally, so, all right, little peek behind the curtain while Dippy does this. When I first joined AniPod, everyone would hang out and watch Critical Role together, and I joined them because I just wanted to feel like we were all friends. I don't enjoy Critical Role.
That's fine.
Oh, no.
I appreciate what it's done for the community. It's just not my vibe. It's just not, I like
I get that.
Smaller stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking commitment. It's like 4 hours.
I mean, you can just listen to podcast form if you have the time to do that. But I don't.
Hours. It's so long.
I used to be able to listen to it, and now my life is like, oh, I have to stay up till almost midnight to watch a 4-hour fucking episode live, or else I get spoiled by everyone. I'll just deal with the spoilers.
What?
And now I don't even get spoilers anymore. Now I'm get clips of what's going on now. And I'm like, what the fuck?
There she is, Anjali Bhimani.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I can imagine she's a fantastic voice actress, by the way.
She is. I want her to be the owner of the comic book store that they have to come to a couple of times.
Why are they? I mean, wouldn't it be a game store, not a comic store?
A what? A game store. Yeah.
I mean, it would have comic books, but yeah.
Yeah. It's a game store that holds magic tournaments and shit.
Yeah. She's so pretty. And she would absolutely, I want to involve her in this movie somehow.
So, I feel like she would be a great add to Jeanette to be like, hey, don't worry about yourself. This is a whole girl to girl kind of a situation.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I want her to be owner of the game store.
I could see it.
Her and Janet to talk about something that's not a man.
For more than 3 sentences.
For more than 3 sentences.
And what better avenue than the game? Yeah. Okay. Trying to think of a name.
It could just be her. That would also be funny.
Could just be her.
Love you.
Hey, I didn't know you holy crap. I didn't know you had your own.
Let me bring this up in the window that's not. Let me bring this up in the window that's not
being shown on
sharing on stream right now. I'm gonna look up.
Oh shit! Is it my best friend's birthday and I forgot?
Deadly. For shame.
Give me 1 second.
I feel like Cole Sprouse should play a DM at some point in time.
I can't imagine that. I'm sorry, you lost me.
Wait, what? The man actually plays D&D. He's done D&D on live streams for Roll20.
Really?
Yeah. He's a huge nerd. He's done some insane stuff. He's also 32, so right there in that age range where Keith would be with making friends. So he's just a good even if we gave him a small part, it'd be a good of oh, okay, I know who that is. And he's also kind of a big actor right now.
Who? Sorry, what?
Cole Sprouse. Having him be a DM at some point in time. Everybody would expect Brendan to be at the DM seat. you know. But if we did like a D&D, portion of the thing, Cole Sprouse being like the DM would be a perfect. Hey, it's not like flip of the table or something like that, you know. That way,
What would be a
Brennan
good name
can
for the
be
game store?
the like over eccentric character for
name
the
for the
table of
game
just
store?
like, ooh, ooh,
Hmm.
ooh.
Owner of the local game store that Jen and Keith visit.
War and Thunder is the name of the game store.
Times. What was it called?
War and Thunder.
War and Thunder?
Yeah,
Sure.
Like
I'm
the
good with
game
that.
War Thunder? That
I literally just like, yeah, places and locations.
Sure. Owner of the local game store, War and Thunder, that Janet and Keith visit a few times. Played by Anjali Bhimani. Okay. Okay. Advertising agency in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Wordsmith.
Yes. We basically have the movie. We're
Various local.
Now we just gotta think of like funny things to put into it. Like maybe there's like the day that Jeanette shows up, a kid decides
modern
to
day.
go up and do the first game
Modern
Yeah,
day,
of
like
the
there's
indie
no,
as well, and absolutely fucking crushes it.
like there's no,
Like imagine-
what is it?
This takes place 4 years in the future, so everyone still has iPhones.
Precisely. That leaves room
Or
for
an
me to
iPhone
put the
20?
ending scene down here.
What
hopefully.
iPhone are we on now?
Yep.
I have no idea. I have zero idea.
What iPhone are we on? I think we're on the 16. The new one that just got announced is the 16.
What's the newest
Really?
iPhone?
The 16.
Damn.
All right.
I have
So
an iPod
Yep.
Touch.
we have the incomplete hero and we have the key, Janet and Keith. They're the buddies because they're
Yeah.
literally family.
Yeah.
We have their parental figure, Morgan, who could be Sean Astin or otherwise. Could be we can leave that up to interpretation. We have Samson, the client that the ad agency wants to sign with, Tom Selleck. We have Samson's intern, Phil, who plays games with Keith and puts a foot in the door for Wordsmith, Brennan Lee Mulligan. We have Indira, owner of the local game store War and Thunder that Janet and Keith visit a few times, played by Anjali Bhimani. Henry Cavill. we have okay, the thing that happens is bad. Janet, after trying to learn to be more social and open with clientele, bombs the pitch
Can't find a connection.
meeting
Okay.
and can't find a connection, a meaningful connection with Samson, who, behind her back, but overheard by Keith,
Calls her a stick in the mud.
calls her a stick in the mud and questions why she is the head of a company. Yeah.
She starts playing board games with Keith to try and get a connection, falls in love with it.
Wait, so this thing happens really early on in the movie.
Yeah, that's the inciting incident. Yeah.
Yeah.
Janet bombs a pitch meeting and can't find a meaningful connection with Samson, who, behind her back but overheard by Keith, calls her a stick in the mud, questions why she is the head of the company.
This is like right after you set up the plot and like
Yeah.
what the connections to all the characters are,
Right.
everything like
So
that.
this is like
is
later
next
on in
day.
the movie.
yeah, this is like
So this
20
happens,
minutes
and
into the
then the
movie?
rest of the movie happens.
yes,
Yes.
Right.
The rest of the movie is just a series of little brother teaching big sister how to play board games, and a little bit of big sister teaching little brother, like, no, we still need to make this pitch slideshow. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a little bit of her being like, there is a time and a place for us to get our work done. Like,
Later, she has learned to be more social and signs Samson on after second chance. Signs Samson on given a second chance. There we go. And the love. So the love, if the love is twofold for me, because it's familial love. It's Janet and Keith learning to like each other more as brother and sister. But it's also the love of the game.
Keith and Phil slowly.
God damn. No, that's not what I'm talking. It's also like the love of the game. Like they,
Yes.
you know, like
Learning to fall in love with tabletop games. Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
And then Sam Reich comes out at the end and just says, "I've been here the whole time."
I've been here the whole time. Twofold.
Sam Reich comes out. Brennan realizes this was just an episode of Game Changer. And he
God
wanted
damn
Oh
it,
my
no,
God.
No.
What if we name this movie Game Changer?
They honestly, not a bad name for the movie.
Yeah.
Like, really not.
It really isn't a bad name for the movie at all. I just fear that Sam would not appreciate that.
I feel if we had Sam at like the very end of the credits, like at the very end, just be like, okay, we're gonna do a Marvel thing. We're at like like after the first 5 minutes of the credits, you're gonna come out and just be like, and I've been here the whole time.
Yeah.
And then goes into like D&D or some or like some
No, the end credits, like the absolute end credits, is a bunch of A-list celebrities sitting around a D&D table, just staring at each other, being like, we could have fought a dragon or something, but instead we went on this whole little like romantic side quest. I love that.
Dude.
It's the bigger it was just a dream. It was just a D&D campaign.
I love that. But also I think that would be like a worse ending.
It would be terrible. It would be a bad
like
ending.
the worst way
That's
to
in the
end this
DVD.
movie. That would be the worst way to end this movie that still makes sense within the context of the movie. Like that would
Yes.
that would come off as a rug pull more than a gotcha.
Yeah.
It would be
Maybe
like,
we
wait,
just
so
come
that
up with like a
didn't
bunch
mean
of like
anything? Like
what if we just come up with like a bunch of alternate endings and have it in like the extras part of the
hey,
DVD?
we could do that. That's not a bad idea. And love of the game.
You know what? You know what I miss? The blooper reels during the like credits of movies.
Honestly, yeah.
Learning
I
to
just miss
love
blooper reels in
gaming.
general.
Like
The
God,
less
why
and
is
less
everything
hard
so
media is a
serious
thing,
now?
the more there's not special features and blooper reels.
Yeah, it sucks because it's just like, hey, people fuck up all the
I
time.
own a DVD of Fight Club that the DVD load screen is the 12 things I hate about you.
How to implement
Like for some
stuff.
fucking reason, it's funny. I love it.
Never been kissed.
Never been kid. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, that
because I have that DVD in my DVD player and I have been meaning to watch it and I haven't watched it and it's been a week since I watched a movie. I need to get back
Really?
into it. Yeah,
Really?
I've been taking a break because of work, because of life stuff. Like I haven't watched a movie in quite
If you
a
want to
bit.
do a movie night tomorrow night, I'll be around after the kids go to bed.
I
Just
watched
to
the
put a
new-
little- Just put a little steam
I
in the
just
sails.
watched
I'm
the-
down to
Yes,
do
I
a movie
would-
night tomorrow.
I would love to do a movie night tomorrow, Deadly.
What do you want to watch? You want to watch Fight Club?
It's in my DVD player. I can't watch it otherwise.
I mean, where to watch Fight Club?
I've learned that if you go to
I
the
just watched
IMDb,
15
IMDb
Planet
has
Apes.
stuff, places where you can watch it. Huh?
It's on Peacock.
Is it?
What?
I have Peacock.
Deadly. I asked you if there was a movie on Peacock.
Dude, I have not been home. I
Okay,
literally.
You're good. I asked you
dinner
it's on Discord, but yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a movie
If
I've
you
been
just
wanting
want
to
my
watch. I never
Peacock,
had
I'll
to-
give you my Peacock. I don't.
Thank you. Yes, please. I'm just trying not to be like, can I have your Peacock?
I mean, you have all my other fucking streaming services.
I know.
Okay, so are we missing anything? I don't think we are.
I don't think we're really missing. I mean, obviously, there's going to be like gags and whatnot
Yeah.
in the middle.
But that's all in the process of writing it. Like that's not important for laying it out.
Yeah.
So,
No,
the
I think
incomplete
we got
hero,
it.
Janet Smith, a grumpy, work-oriented, self-made woman about to turn 35, black hair, conventionally attractive. Preferred actress, Aubrey Plaza. The incomplete part being learning to be a people person or to be more casual and social in her work. The key, Keith Smith, young, plucky, naive, but kind man, carefree but competent, late 20s, short hair. Joe Keery, preferred actor. The key is teaching Janet to be more social by teaching her how to play board games and role-playing games. The love being twofold. Familial love, Janet and Keith learning to love each other as siblings, and the love of the game. Learning to love gaming and role-playing and how to implement stuff you learn from the game into your real life. The thing that happens that's bad. Janet bombs the pitch meeting and can't find a meaningful connection with Samson, who behind her back, but overheard by Keith, calls her a stick in the mud and questions why she is the head of a company. Later, she has learned to be more social and signs Samson on, given a second chance. The setting is an advertising agency in Milwaukee, Wisconsin named Wordsmith. It's set during the modern day. The side characters you have, Morgan Smith, the parental figure, Samson, the client, Phil, Samson's intern, Indira, owner of the local game store. The cat is a stray cat that Keith helps and Janet pushes aside at first. They bring the cat to the office to rejuvenate it, and its health improves as Janet improves at her social skills. And the
I was
ending
wrong.
scene.
Fight Club is not on Peacock. Sorry.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
Yeah.
And the name of this movie is... Oh, there's my name. Well...
Game Changer.
A game! Written by the Dapper D's. The name of this movie is... Game Changer. And I can't believe that Game Changer is the most appropriate title for this movie. But it is. It just works. It just works.
Yeah.
So that's the format we've stolen from them and the title that we've stolen from them, just in two different contexts.
Yeah.
But we have our movie, and it works so well. I love it.
It's genuine a good movie.
I'd
watch it.
I know that every time we do one of these episodes, I say that the one that we just wrote becomes one of my favorite ones. This is one of my favorite ones. Like, period. Like, I like this more than everything we've done except for Hungry Hungry Hippos. Like that.
Yes. This is a second.
This is easily my number 2.
Yeah.
And I can't believe, like, you know, I thought of something recently when I was watching movies. I thought that the movies that I'm giving a lot higher scores to have such simple concepts and plots.
Yeah.
Simple is better. Because then you can build everything off of that simple concept instead of having 5 different storylines and writing off 2 of your main characters in one sentence. Beetlejuice. And that, I think, about does it. I think we've got a movie written here, and I think it's time for us to wrap up. So how
if you have
about...
suggestions on what me and Dippy should watch tomorrow for a movie night, Dono, you're more than welcome to join as well. I just know that children and whatnot, like, you tend to bounce.
Depending on when you guys start, I could, because my wife has to go to bed early, but if we decide to go see a movie,
Yeah, so...
Just let me know when you do.
Yeah, I do have a gig tomorrow. And
do you?
it's my first warehouse call. So there's a warehouse in Nashville that has like a bunch of LED wall pieces in it, and I'm gonna go there. And they said that these calls tend to last about 8 hours,
Wow.
like a typical working day. But I get paid $21 an hour for it, so that's really fucking good. So, and I've got 2 of those days back to back, tomorrow and Wednesday. So.
Apparently, I purchased the Joker movie. If you want to watch that.
Oh.
Respectfully, maybe not. Maybe something that doesn't make me depressed about society.
We live in a society.
We live in a society. All right.
All right. Media picks of the week.
Yeah, media pick of the week. I haven't watched a movie, so one of you go while I pick something.
Jono.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Do I have to remind you what yours was?
No, it was. So
You
I
asked to
am
remind me. I
recommending.
was making sure.
Oh, you're good. I've been listening to a lot of The Wizard, the Witch, and the Wild One, which is Worlds Beyond Number. It's Brendan Lee Mulligan's latest project, besides like what's on Dimension 20. It's completely free on Spotify to be able to listen to. It's fantastic. It's if you give Brendan Lee Mulligan and all of them just absolute fucking free reign in a world of their creation and just let them run the story. It's fantastic. I love it. It's very funny too.
Love that. I have been kind of lackluster in watching stuff as well. Like I'm getting caught up on stuff. I'm getting caught up on Criminal Minds. I'm getting caught up on My Hero Academia. When it comes to like podcasts and whatnot, I'm only listening to one podcast right now, which is very odd for me. Dear Hank and John. Just John and Hank Green. I love their podcast. If you're ever like, I just want something that kind of makes me feel good, go check out Dear Hank and John. It's fun. I know there are people that don't need more publicity. People know their names enough, but still, that's my pick.
You never know. That could be like the thing that helps somebody through something that has never heard of
exactly.
them.
Yeah. No, Dear Hank and John has helped me through a lot of shit. So
I am going to recommend a movie that I watched recently. I don't remember if I talked about it on the show. I don't think I did. Have I talked about the movie Another Round?
No.
On the show. Okay, so I talked about it with other people, just not you guys. So this movie is available on Amazon Prime. And it is a movie that stars Mads Mikkelsen, who you probably know from a couple of other movies and properties. Mads Mikkelsen, this is a Danish movie. It was made in Denmark by Denmark filmmakers and other notable Danish actors. The concept of this movie is 4 middle-aged high school teachers testing a philosophical principle that a human is born with a blood alcohol level 0.05% too low. And that your life, your social life, your working life, basically everything about you except your motor functions improves when you maintain a constant 0.05 blood alcohol level. This movie draws a very blurry thin gray line between whether or not it is endorsing alcoholism or testing an experiment. But when but when you're watching it, it's brilliant. I love the movie. I love Mads Mikkelsen in the movie. It's a great role for him. And the overall plot just comes together in a way that, yes, it does end in a tragedy, but I won't specify what. But this movie is very intriguing and it's very simple. It's just, the Danish name for this movie is Druk, D-R-U-K, which literally translates to binge drinking. So if you're interested in a movie about alcohol, then go watch Another Round. It won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Film in 2020, and it was really, really good. So I recommend it.
That reminds me of the guy that did the like McDonald's, like if you eat too much or whatever.
Super
Size me.
Yeah, Super Size Me. All like people look to it as like an actual source of like, hey, you should go out to eat. Turns out the entire time that he was filming that, he was also a alcoholic.
Yes. Yes. He
So
was.
so it just debunked all the blood and net results and everything like that, because there's a point in time in the movie where one of the doctors is just like, I only see blood test results like this of like heavy alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, whoa, must be the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
For my life advice this week, don't be an alcoholic.
Yeah. God damn it! I was going to make that my life advice, Stanley, son of a bitch. All right. My life advice. Oh God, what were the things? Doggy. Oh my gosh, so cute. My life advice is It's okay to be a loser.
What?
Oh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That just means that you're learning from your mistakes and that eventually you will be better.
Okay.
If the
You're not a
Jaguars,
loser, Dippy.
if the Jaguars and the Bengals win this week, the Titans will be the only winless team in the NFL.
I can't believe the Eagles beat the Saints. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Dude, it was such a tight fucking game.
I didn't even check the 49ers game last
They're
night.
1-2. They are 1-2. They got their asses handed to them by the Vikings last week and by the Rams this week. They blew a 21-point lead, I think, and lost.
Yeah, it was bad.
So, like I said, it's okay to be a loser.
And Donald leaves as we need to do his life advice.
Shit.
Donald.
Well,
oh, he's back already. He's back.
Okay. All we need is your life advice and we can get out of here, bud.
Life advice. I don't know. Freaking. Remember to take some time to yourself, and don't feel bad about setting boundaries.
Yeah.
If people are trying to make you feel bad about that shit, kick them.
Kick them.
Kick them right in the balls.
Ow. All right. And with that,
kick them out.
And with that, we come to a close. So, like we said, nothing else this week. You got to wait until next Monday for your next dose of Anipod content. But until then, thank you so much for watching. I've been Dippy.
I've been Dadley.
And I'm Dono, and I used to look like a lizard, but now I just look like a normal guy.
And until next time, your adventure matters.
Stay dapper.
And roll some initiative. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.